Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, and welcome to the channel, which is a possibility because I'm making a video right here on XCN or the Onyxcoin. It's been a while since I've covered this. I used to cover this, quite a lot, and I think quite a few of you are also tuning back in right now. Now that I'm making updates, I've covered this a lot basically since that initial rally we had in January 2025. Great times. It was one of the best rallies I've ever seen in crypto, and we've had some strong and bullish momentum after that as well, right? But ultimately, the last couple of months since July have been quite bearish and have been quite depressing, dare I say. However, we have found some support now and we're gaining some momentum, and that's why I wanted to make a video right now. Ultimately, we fell down all the way to the support level right here around 1 cent. We front ran that, which was already bullish, right? I mean, usually when you have this major level that everyone is looking towards, which, you know, for 1 cent, it's a major psychological support level, of course. But then it's also a respected support zone, as you can see historically. If the price drops down into that level and it basically gets bought up before hitting that level, that's usually a good sign. But okay, so after that we also broke above this minor resistance level at 1.1 cents. We initially Friday the 12th of September got some nice momentum, and then I think the most interesting thing that happened afterwards is the momentum we had 2 days ago, Thursday the 18th. All right, I mean it just if you know XCN, if you know Onyxcoin, and I'm not aware of any fundamentals, not aware of any news that's going on right now, right? So forgive me for that, but ultimately I believe that technicals are enough. And if you know XCN and you look at this volume, which was the highest volume we've had. Basically like the 14th of July, we also had the same volume, but outside of that, the time before that was the 16th of May. And if you look at all those times when we started to rally, it rarely happens that we have a high volume move and that's it, right? So that we just have one high volume move and then afterwards we drop down. It has happened before, but then it usually happens when we are in a downtrend, right? I mean, XCN is a notorious short hunter, right? So if we actually are in a downtrend and a lot of people are shorting XCN, which does happen, then we get spikes up. But we are not in a downtrend right now. On the 12th, well, on the daily time frame, we're on the verge, I'd say. But on the 12-hour time frame, this is the first time since the end of July that we've been able to break above the 12-hour trend right here, and actually, you know, somewhat hold it at least. And also that we've been above the 7-day and then 30-day rolling VWAP. So that does mean something, all right? That does mean something. I think the market circumstances right now are quite good. If you look at all the times that the market circumstances were good back in May, but also back in July, XCN also rallied at some point of time, at least a little bit. So I think short term, you know, we're losing some momentum here, and that big move that we had was on Thursday, so it's been 2 days. So I think we can pull back as well, but ultimately, as long as we're able to hold this support level right here at 0.0118, I think we're fine. And I think if we can, and I think it's actually most likely that we will be able to hold that. And then from there, we will also be able to get a move into that beautiful level right here between 1.4 and 1.5 cents. So that's a mix basically of the previous month point of control. So there's a lot of liquidity there, and a 90-day rolling VWAP, which is sitting towards 1.5 cents. And then 1.5 cents is obviously a psychological resistance level. So this is what I expect for XCN. I think this is most likely if you take a look at the market circumstances, if you take a look at the technicals here, both on the higher time frames, but also on the lower time frames, and if you have a little bit of experience with XCN. Could still take some time before this happens, but this is what I think is most likely. So thank you for watching. I want to wish you all a great weekend, of course. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.